Angel Reese is reportedly furious after her WNBA preseason game pulled in some of the worst TV ratings of any rookie debut.
Angel Reese is not a draw. If you haven't believed me before, this weekend further proved that point. Because the Bayou Barbie was officially rejected in the Bayou. Angel Reese was rejected at home.
Meanwhile, Caitlin Clark, she's not just selling out arenas. She's breaking records, drawing millions of viewers, and becoming the face of the league overnight. From Iowa to Indiana, Clark's fan base is showing up and showing out. But Reese, despite her championship resume, the cameras aren't following like she expected. And that contrast has everyone talking. Is this unfair media bias? Or is Caitlin Clark just built different?
LSU plays against the Brazilian national team in front of 6,373 people. 6,373 people. This is an arena that holds 13,000 people.
When Caitlin Clark made her WNBA preseason debut with the Indiana Fever, viewership skyrocketed. Her first game drew national attention, trending across platforms and dominating sports headlines.
Angel Reese fans, LSU fans, all of you who tell us, oh my God, what a big superstar. Oh my God, transcendent. Oh my goodness, generational. Oh my goodness, so on and so forth. You guys do all the talking, all the yapping. Twitter fingers turn to can't even show up and buy ticket fingers.
Angel Reese's preseason game with the Chicago Sky told a different story. Fewer fans, less buzz, and a disappointing TV turnout. In fact, her debut reportedly had the lowest viewership among the high-profile rookie games.
Chicago Sky go into LSU, the home court of Angel Reese. Man, it's going to be lit. It's going to be lit.
According to insiders close to the Chicago Sky, Angel Reese was visibly frustrated when the latest WNBA TV ratings and merchandise sales numbers were released. And honestly, who could blame her? Reese entered the league with the momentum of a national champion, a viral March Madness run, and a multi-million-dollar NIL brand that made her one of the most recognizable faces in college sports. She expected that fame to translate seamlessly into the pros, cameras following her every move, media coverage at every turn, and packed arenas ready to witness her next headline-worthy moment. Instead, much of that spotlight has landed on her biggest college rival, Caitlin Clark, who's been dominating the conversation across every metric that matters, from ratings and jersey sales to media exposure and crowd turnout. For someone as driven and self-assured as Reese, watching Clark soak up that attention while she grinds for recognition has to sting. But if there's one thing Angel Reese has proven time and time again, it's that she thrives on adversity. This isn't just disappointment, it's fuel, the fire behind her fierce style of play, her relentless rebounding. And her rising performances isn't just about winning games, it's about reclaiming the spotlight she knows she's earned.
A lot of Angel Reese fans are not basketball fans, and they are proving it. They proved it last night without a shadow of a doubt. That was one of the most embarrassing things I've ever seen.
Dating back to their college days at Iowa and LSU, the rivalry between Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese has been a source of non-stop drama, sparking fierce competition between their fan bases. From the very beginning, their matchups were electric. Two of the brightest stars in women's basketball, each bringing something unique to the court. The constant comparisons between them, coupled with their head-to-head battles on the biggest stages, turned every game into an epic showdown. Their rivalry hit new heights when they were selected number 1 and number 2 in the 2024 WNBA draft, further intensifying the narrative and raising expectations for their professional careers. And now, this drama has seamlessly carried over into the WNBA, where the stakes are even higher, and the spotlight is brighter. The tension between Clark and Reese has become one of the defining storylines of the league. A battle not just for supremacy on the court, but for dominance in the media, the fans' hearts, and ultimately, the future of women's basketball.
They did not even halfway fill that place up last night. So the narrative about people are watching for Me Too, people are showing up for Me Too, that narrative that's it. Don't let anybody try to blow smoke up your ass.
The rivalry between Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese has reached a fever pitch, with fans often choosing sides and fueling the ongoing tension between the two. This rivalry flared up once again over the weekend when both players returned to their respective alma maters, Iowa for Clark and LSU for Reese, for preseason games against the Brazilian national team. The atmosphere was charged, as each fan base proudly backed their star, adding even more fuel to the fire. Clark, with her sharpshooting and leadership, was met with a chorus of cheers from Iowa fans, while Reese, ever the fierce competitor, was cheered on by LSU supporters who still revere her championship-winning season. The energy in the arenas was palpable, with every play and every highlight drawing cheers, jeers, and a renewed sense of rivalry. These preseason games were more than just warm-ups for the upcoming season. They were a reminder that the Clark-Reese rivalry isn't going anywhere. And with both players now in the WNBA, the stakes are only getting higher. The Post, which highlighted LSU's national championship victory over Clark and Iowa in 2023, sparked intense backlash from fans. The Reeses are just weirdos, obsessed with one of her peers, a fan said. Year 2 in the WNBA and you're still flexing college rings? Are you not embarrassed? Another fan posted. This is madly embarrassing, but you all are obsessed with clock that nature LMAO. Grow up, someone else added.
It was over 6,800 seats still available, and some people were saying, by the way, that literally there were some $15 tickets out there.
While the constant comparisons between Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese have their downsides, particularly in terms of the pressure they place on both players, they've undeniably generated unprecedented attention for the WNBA. This heightened visibility has been a huge positive for the league, bringing much-needed exposure to women's basketball and fueling the growing excitement around the sport. Fans are more engaged than ever, and the rivalry between Clark and Reese is a driving force behind this surge in interest. With just over a week until the Indiana Fever and the Chicago Sky face off in their regular season opener on May 17th at Gainbridge Fieldhouse in Indianapolis, the buzz is already palpable. The game is shaping up to be a sellout, with fans eagerly anticipating yet another showdown between these two dynamic stars. As the stakes continue to rise, it's clear that Clark and Reese are not just rivals. They're helping to propel the WNBA into a new era of mainstream attention and excitement. Caitlin Clark's rise in the WNBA is nothing short of a marketing dream, and the league has expertly capitalized on her undeniable appeal. First, her style of play is electric. Logo threes, behind-the-back assists, and a fast-paced offense that's tailor-made for highlight reels. Clark has a natural flair for the dramatic, and every game she plays seems like it could be the next viral moment. Her fan base from Iowa is absolutely unmatched. We're talking sold-out college arenas every night, with passionate fans traveling hundreds of miles just to see her play. This loyalty has seamlessly followed her into the WNBA, amplifying her star power. Third, the media loves a good narrative, and Clark's story checks all the boxes. The underdog Iowa girl, defying the odds and rising to become the face of a new WNBA era, is a story made for primetime. That combination of play style, fan support, and media narrative has made her a marketing dream, and the WNBA has smartly put her in primetime slots, national broadcasts, and high-profile promotional campaigns. Meanwhile, Angel Reese's game is more physical, built on defense and power in the paint. She's a force in the low post, dominating on the boards and playing a gritty, in-your-face style. While Reese's game is undeniably powerful and effective, it's not as flashy or headline-grabbing as Clark's, which may be why her highlights aren't going viral in the same way. Caitlin Clark is quickly becoming a cultural force in the WNBA, a player whose appeal goes far beyond basketball. She's someone that casual fans tune in for, young girls look up to, and even NBA fans are taking notice of. Her style of play, her personality, and her story have made her a household name, and she's become a symbol of what the next era of women's basketball looks like. Her ability to consistently capture the public's attention, whether it's with her deep three-pointers or her fearless leadership, makes her a must-watch star. Angel Reese, on the other hand, represents something different. A player with raw attitude, edge, and authenticity. She brings an unmatched level of drama and emotion to the court, playing with a chip on her shoulder that fans either love or love to hate. Her presence is powerful, and she's unapologetically herself, which has earned her both admiration and criticism. Reese is a star in her own right, but her appeal isn't as universally marketable as Clark's. In a league working hard to grow its audience, attract new sponsors, and build a sustainable future, TV ratings and attendance matter more than ever. And right now, the numbers clearly say Caitlin Clark is box office. That doesn't mean Reese isn't a star. Far from it. It just means that at this moment, the spotlight is shining a little brighter on Clark, and Reese knows it. This disparity is undoubtedly fueling her, adding to her motivation to prove that she belongs in the conversation on the same level as her college rival.